Gemini, welcome to your July 2024 message of the month. And for those of you who are new to me, hi, my name is Kelly Lunt. I'm an intuitive channel, and I love bringing you Spirit's message. I love playing with tarot cards, and I love all things psychology. If you would like a personal reading, you could book one down in the description box below. If you'd like to come hang out live just to get high vibes, some spiritual guidance, and a free mini read, I go live every Tuesday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time for free on Instagram Live and in my Facebook group. The links for that are also down in the description below. But Gemini, let's see what your month is all about. It looks like your soul, the soul level lesson for you is the King of Air upright crossed by the Ten of Earth. So it's like how to be diplomatic, how to be confident with your wisdom, your knowledge, when to ask for help, when not to ask for help, when to share advice, when not to give advice. It's about how to be diplomatic while in a group setting, and more importantly, when creating a family. So it's kind of those moments where like you might be right, like the way that you want to get it done is the right way to get it done, the most efficient, the most cost effective, like you are right, but it won't create the most harmonious group dynamic. And like even though like you're right, you still need the people on the car ride to be happy. That's the best analogy I can think to give you. Like, let's say you're going on a road trip and you're like, guys, if we leave at 2 a.m., we will beat all the traffic. We will be front in line. We will get front row seats. However, if that will throw off the kids' sleeping schedule, and even though you're there first, you beat all the traffic, you got the best seats, the best price. If they're like so tired that they're crying and you're not having any fun, what good was it to be right? But if you leave later, you do have to drive. You have to be the one driving traffic. You're driving longer, but everyone gets there happy, and you all enjoy the concert. That's the kind of like lesson you're going through right now. It's not. It looks like you used to just insist like, no, I'm right. This is the truth. This is what we should do, logically speaking. I weighed all the options, and now it's, oh, but I get it. Like, they aren't morning people, so there's no sense of trying to have a meeting with them in the morning. They can't make decisions. So that's kind of the lesson you're going through. In terms of how this is playing out in the human level of your life, well, wow, you got the wheel card, and that's you're ready for change and growth. Let me pull a clarifier on that one. You got it clarified by the death card. This, wow, and that was further clarified by the Hanged Man. So that means like you have no choice. This change is happening, and you're kind of just like, you see like, okay, this is, I've got to make this change. This is what's happening, and like you kind of have no choice in changing the way that you lead this group. Whether it's a family, in the analogy I gave you, I think it does have to do something with family because it was the Ten of Earth. But it might be you're a boss at work. It might be a project you're leading. Like you're recognizing you have no choice but to change the way that you lead. Um, yeah. In terms of, yeah, in the recent past, you get the Seven of Air, and that's where that's just the moment where you realize like I need to revise my plan, revise my strategy. Um, it's like you were just starting to become aware of like, huh, I was right. This is the way it should have gotten done. No one's enjoying themselves though. So you just started to realize that maybe the best approach isn't the most efficient, isn't the most logical, isn't the most cost efficient. You're like, maybe there's that the way I've been doing it isn't quite right. In terms of right now, in the present moment, you got the Seven of Earth. So it is kind of like that little bit of a pause. It's like that, like, okay. It's that pause with the, okay, I got to change and get things done differently. But what you're going to realize is that, oh, a lot of how we've previously been doing things can be transferred over to this. There's just this one change. So, because it's like that moment where you're like, well, crap, if I have to start all over and do it a whole new way, am I going to lose all the progress I've already made? Am I going to have to, like, I don't want to make a whole new website, a whole new copy, you know? But like as you just kind of ride it out, you're going to see, oh, actually a lot of the old way of doing it can be transferred to the new way. And it's going to help you feel good about this like rebirth. It's going to make you feel good about this new approach you're taking for how to get things done. In terms of what's coming up in your near future, well, things are going to pick back up. It looks like people are going to be really receptive to the new way you're leading, to the new like management leadership style, or they're just going to be like, "Oh, thank you, Dad. We needed to sleep in," you know. So people are going to be really receptive to it, and it just means that things are going to like the pace is going to pick up and it's going to go smoothly. In terms of your hopes or fears for this month, or excuse me, this is your personal power. Your personal power this month is the Three of Earth, which is the team player card. And that's like yeah, that's just like the really practical level of being a team player, which is like if you're in a group setting and like you're the tallest one, it's like when someone's like, oh, let me go get this, but you know they'd have to get a step stool down. You're like, let me go with you. So it's like that little bit of your personal power this month is to not be like the go-giver and overgive, but to like recognize like what is someone doing and would it be easier if I just did it? Would it make it more enjoyable for them if I was there with them holding their hand? Um so it's kind of like becoming aware and being present in the moment instead of like the old approach could have been you write the here's everyone, here's the to-do list, here's the times you have to get it done by, everyone go execute and get it done. But now you're recognizing, oh, look, everyone knows we need to pack our clothes. Everyone knows it needs to be like, hey guys, just get it done by 5 p.m. And so then when you're in your house and you're hearing your kids, oh, I got to do this, you're like, oh, actually, I just put that in the laundry. Let me go make sure I get that in the dryer. So you're going to be like more like being present and listening to what's going on in your surrounding to add more value to people, and they're really going to like that. It's just going to feel a little bit more like it's going to feel more organic and natural harmony, and like the other people are going to feel more accepted by you, and like it's okay to be them, flaws and all with you. So they're just going to feel like a breath of relief around you, and like they're accepted as who they are. In terms of outside influences around you, all I can tell you is whatever this changes that you make in your leadership style, it goes over really well. And yeah, I'm peeking at your outcome. That's a good outcome too. Other people are going to be, like, it's like they're going to have that breath of relief, but then a breath of fresh air. Like, great, let's go. It's going to like reinvigorate people to like keep going, to work hard, and like, all right, we can make this happen. Um, and you're just going to see like how other people can contribute that with the old like kind of domineering way of leading, you didn't see it before. So you're gonna be like, oh wow, I didn't even know that my son knew how to do that. I'm so glad I stopped making him do that to-do list and he had to pack the bags, mow the lawn, like, because actually I enjoyed mowing the lawn, and when I did that, he got all these other things done and he could play guitar. I didn't. This is quite enjoyable around the campfire. So it's like they're gonna rejoice, and you're gonna start to see their unique personality come out in it. So that's kind of cool. In terms of your hopes or fears card, yeah, you're like gonna be, wow, well, I thought this change was gonna be hard, but the only hard part about it was the mental struggle I did beforehand. I see how this new way is actually gonna make things a whole lot easier for me. Um, in terms of your outcome, you got the King of Earth upright as the outcome. That's the woohoo, I've got money, I'm the boss, a successful time. You're in the synchronistic flow, you're in alignment. Um, so yeah, this leadership style change is going to be really good for you, Libra. Just embrace it. Um, just embrace it. Embrace the change. It's going to be really good for you. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a subscribe. Give me a comment. If you'd like a personal reading, you can book that in the description down below. If you'd like to come hang out live for free, I go live every Tuesday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Instagram and Facebook. The links for all of that is also down below in the description box. Bye, guys.